As also part of the pad kill, I made cards. Lots and lots of cards. I will go through them fairly quickly. You can always pause it if you want to get a better look at them. This is using stamps, the paper, and some plain cardstock, and the cards and envelopes that you can get at Michael's. I did have some stamps that I could embellish the back of the envelopes. I just did some of them, not all. This is taking a hint from Christy Marcotte. She had some great ideas on her YouTube videos, as well as Bourbon Street Crafts. So here we go. I'm going to just go through the pile fairly quickly. You can see that I used all different kinds of sentiments, all different ways of cutting the paper. Some brads I had in my stash. The whole point of you doing this is so you can get rid of or use up as much paper as possible once you've made the couple of albums that you want, so you don't have scraps left over in your stash. So I don't know if you can see, but these are little watches, and so I added a clock embellishment there. This one had that old-fashioned phone in it. I don't know if you can see, but it's dimensional. So I cut that out and put it on some foam with the sentiment there. It says hello because that's what you would say when you pick up the phone. All right, again with the watches. Here's a cute little camera. I remember those. If you can see that. Just a cute little thank you card. Some are simple, some are a little more involved. This is using an embossing folder, and then I inked over the top of it. I like that map, that was pretty cute. Thank you. Again, that's an embossing folder. I don't know if you can see the pattern on it, but it's a wood green pattern to go with the wood pile. This one I had stamped and used sort of a copper heat embossed accent, and I also put it around the edge as well. Again, I don't know if it picks up in the photo. Used two real coppery brads. So lots of foiling on there. Sometimes it just doesn't come through on the camera. I like that one so much I did another one. So again, good way of using up large scraps. There's a lot of texture in this card, so I tried to make it sort of simple. This little cross pattern is actually use it in drywall. I just cut a little, inked it, put it onto the paper. It just added a nice little dimension. And then I had the screw brads that were in my stash. They probably came from Michael's. That was cut out of my Cricut. And that was 2. So I got about 30 cards. I got the accordion book. I got 3 of these waterfall books and the 7x7 mini album, all out of this one hot buy paper pad and the accompanying 4.5x7, and I used the texture cardstock. Again, all I had left over was a couple of little scraps. Now I don't go to the very end and use every single scrap there is. At some point I just wave the white flag and say I'm done. But I really didn't have too much left. Really just teeny little pieces. So there you have it. That's what I made from the CraftSmart Cedar Lodge paper pad. And that was my paper pad kill. Thanks for watching.